Guys, this is episode 19 of 30 Days to Get Rich, and on this episode, I am going to be covering compound interests. So, for compound interests, you're going to want to start a buy and hold. This is an investment strategy where you put in a certain amount of money every month. So what do you put this into? It's an account where you've got interest. Where they have interest on the money you put in it. So every more of the money you put in it, they've got interest on it. But your interest will eventually earn interest the longer you have it in the account. So you can start with 1% and get up to even 3% interest. And they will just keep making more and more money. And the younger you start one of these accounts, the better it will be once you are older, because it'll have more chance to make money rather than if you start one when you're 25, rather than if you start one when you're 15. This sounds like great information, but how are you going to create a bank account when you're a teenager and you have to be a legal adultos? But don't worry, I got you covered. Here's a step-by-step process so a teen can do this today. If you want luscious hair like me, sorry, let's get back to it. Step 1, open a custodial account. Okay, so for those of you teenagers that are 18 that are watching this video, great job. You can create your own account. But for those of you that are under 18, you're going to need your parents to help you out with this one. So I would recommend a Roth IRA. The reason you do one of these ones is because there's a lot of other accounts that are the same exact way as this one, except you have to pay taxes on this money that you put in there once you take it out. And that is not going to be fun when you just made up all this money. You saved it up for 50 years, and then you're about to take it out, and they say, pay 10% interest on all that money that's been in there, and you're like, oh, well, dang it. I just put all this money in here, and now I have to pay so much money. So I got you covered. Step 2, automate. So you want to make your payments automated. So that way you can have a peace of mind. You don't have to worry about every month being like, oh, dang, I got to put some more money in this. And you can't weasel your way out of it saying, no, I want this money so I can buy a new tuba. So this way you can't weasel your way into buying something you don't need. Now, step 3, choose a low indexed fund, like an S&P 500 or the alias of VOO and total market as VTI. So the reason these are good because data shows they have a better chance of making money in the long run in the stock market than even some professional stock marketers. So because the reason for this is instead of you betting on one winner, like a horse race, you bet on one person that you think could win. Instead, you bet on them all. I know that sounds like a bad idea because that feels like it might just increase your chances of losing, but this isn't like a horse race where there's only one winner. There are tons of winners. They're not the highest winners, but there are a whole bunch of people that will all go up in how much they are worth. They're not, but this way you can have your money spread out a bunch of different ones that will all go up, and that way if a couple go down, the rest of your other ones that all go up will straighten out the odds with the couple that go down, and then these low index fund things will then sell the ones that are going down that aren't as good as the other ones for higher prices than you bought them for, and then you can make more money. And these only focus on big US companies, which even higher increases your chances of actually making money. Now this step 4, don't touch it. Leave it alone. Don't even think about it, because these only work if you leave your money in it for years. You have to leave it in for an extremely long time to make the ton of money. I mean, the more you add it, the more the interest goes into it, and because the bank uses that money to invest into other things, and then they give you the 1% back, which is making you more money. But of course, unless you can start your own business and start investing your own money, this is a good way to do it. So how does this make an impact financially? You can turn a few $1,000s of total contributions to tens of hundreds of $1,000s by retirement. This also helps you build discipline and be able to use your money more wisely, because you'll know that this money is going into something that will help you in the future, and it will help you just from spending your money willy-nilly on stuff that you might not actually need, but you just want in that moment and might never actually use again. Here's the biggest tip I have for you. Don't just blindly listen to what I tell you. Talk to some people you trust, your parents, because the stock market is very risky, and I wouldn't want you to lose a ton of money because of it. So maybe even if you didn't want to do the stock market, because the stock market could drop at any time and you could lose money, but a bank account won't. If you put money in a bank account, it will never lose the money that it's worth. And you can look at some of our previous videos where we talk about the high yield savings account, and in a further video, stay tuned, and I'll talk more about index funding if you like that, and subscribe so you don't miss any of these videos.